I thought first off the crowd was tremendous. You know, Gene brought it up. I brought it up. When the shoe's rocking like that, it's difference maker. I thought our players fed off of it. You could tangibly see it on the field. They just fed off the crowd. And we got that sack on JT on that fourth down. That was as loud as I've heard in a long time. And I just felt the toughness, the physicality on defense. We started off with, you know, really stopping the run and then forcing them to throw the ball. And, you know, there's a lot of people who did a lot of great things on defense. But I got to give Jim Knowles a lot of credit and his staff for, you know, the adjustments they've made. You know, that was you know, 2 top 10 wins now in the first 7 games where our defense played really well. And no, I'm happy for our guys. I'm happy for the success they've had. You know, they came off of the last season with a few scars, just like we all did. But you're starting to see the confidence grow in a big way.
Over to the left, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch, and then Cameron Teague Robinson.
Yeah, since Austin asked the obvious question, I'll ask you about the flip side of it. Obviously, you're without Travion and Emeka. How would you kind of assess the offense? Seemed like it was stuck in the mud a lot of the day.
Yeah, number 1 defense in the country statistically coming in, so we knew it was going to be a little bit that way. I thought there were times where we actually moved the ball okay. Didn't run the ball well enough. It didn't get enough explosive plays. We certainly, you know, could use, you know, Trey and Emeka back, but, you know, we had enough to win. And, you know, we don't score there. We had a couple really nice plays designed for Devin, and he rolled the ankle there, and, you know, and so it was out for the game. So that kind of threw us off. But, you know, we still can't get in on those 2, you know, 3rd and 4th down plays. That would have been a huge difference maker. But, you know, overall, just, you know, not good enough. But I got to give Marvin Harrison so much credit. You know, to go for 11 catches for 162 and a touchdown when, you know, I would think most teams, the first thing they look at is how do I take away Marvin Harrison? And we targeted him 16 times. I think he was open on most 16 of those plays. And so, you know, he showed up in a big spot today again. And, you know, I would argue to say, and I haven't seen everybody play across the country, that, you know, it's hard for me to find somebody who's better in the country, you know. So, you know, I don't know, you know, how he gets on these lists or doesn't get on these lists, but to me, he's one of the most special players in the country. Our defense, I think, has a chance to do that. And when Jim got here, I know that was what he wanted to do. And he's done a great job of installing his defense, you know, and you know, especially in the first year. But now, you know, he's really got a feel for the conference, I think. He's taken the next step with our personnel. And, you know, the guys are playing with confidence. And I think he does a tremendous job of giving them enough information that they need, but not overloading them and allowing them to play fast and confident. That was the most confident and energetic group that I've been around probably since 19 out there on the field today. You know, when the crowd was into it, I mean, the whole group was just, you know, they had that look in their eye and they were getting the crowd involved. And a couple times I'm like, guys, they're about to snap the ball. Let's go, get going. But I love that. You know, that's the confidence that is building week in and week out. I think the first thing is just an experienced group of guys that has been through the fire before. We've always been talented, but sometimes we've been young and inexperienced. You think about, you know, 19, 20, 21. I mean, really talented players. I mean, NFL players, guys who, you know, are first rounders, but young. And sometimes playing against guys who are 21, 22, 23 years old in the COVID years, sometimes more than that. And this year's team is not only more veteran, but the third-year guys, those guys have played a lot of football. You think about JT and Jack and Tyleek and, you know, Emeka and Marvin. Those are all third-year guys, but they've played a lot of football here. So the combination of experience and I think, you know, age and maturity is probably the biggest thing. Style of game, style of play, I would say, you know, our defense is really strong right now. You know, we have a big-time playmaker in Marvin. We have a super dynamic tight end who's, you know, doing a lot for us in both ways. You know, a quarterback who's growing. I think the biggest part of that is, you know, hopefully getting, you know, some of these guys healthy and continue to build the passing game a little bit more and the running game to be more explosive. If we can take that next step, you know, we have a chance to be really good and reach our goals.
You know, you're happy for the players, you know, and happy for our head coach and all the fans, and that they now have confidence, you know, that they can win the game on defense. You know, I don't look at stats, but I guess Penn State had a pretty good defense, you know. So we talked to them before the game about, hey, you're not just playing Penn State's offense, you're playing Penn State's defense. You know, if they make one play, we got to make two. If they make two, we got to make three. So it's a sense of maturity, leadership, yeah, maybe a little chip on your shoulder, you know, and we've done a lot of work to have everyone have faith in us.
I can't really explain it, man. The bigger the game, I just love those moments. I love playing against, a great team like that, great defense. So very exciting each and every year.
If it's truly the award that goes to the best player in college football, I don't see how he's not, in the mix. I mean, obviously, what he's done, especially these last few games, I think, I don't know if we've seen kind of a stretch like that, just how consistent he is, how reliable he is.
I'm just doing my job, really. I mean, out there on the field, I'm really realizing, what I'm doing, and just when the ball comes my way, just trying to make a play for my teammates. That's all I try to do.